The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game.
Texas.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting off the defender. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
And that's the advantage of having a big running back like that. They're just so tough to bring down. This guy always seems to fall forward, and you almost never see him tackled for a loss.
So on the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play.
I really love the way more and more offenses are using the receiver in motion pre-snap. Give him a chance to get the football with a couple blockers in front of him. He's got all that speed built up. You get the ball in his hands, and you better look out. He could be off to the races.
The Commodores come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll run it here. And the ball to the ground. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
And the Commodores looking to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. The Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
There's a nice play by this defense. After giving up a huge gain, they're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's caught inside the 10. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Went after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. In the clear at the 25. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Gain moves it to the 35. First down again. They go with a direct snap. Trucks through the defender. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on third down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing him the football.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Handoff from the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Commodores getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Receiver in motion now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the Commodores looking to keep this drive rolling. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Commodores line up with a 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
They come up 2 yards from the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? Direct snap to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
Oh, it's snapped to the back. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Commodores. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him right at the 24. Longhorns will crank up the tempo.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
We go with a direct snap. Longhorns churn out another first down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Hand off to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. The Longhorns pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. They stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. There's the handoff.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Longhorns will send the punt team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. But they'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Another great play by this receiver. And I'll tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Longhorns will line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Extending the play now. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He bought some time, now lets it go. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? The 20, the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Commodores. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get us top and preserve that momentum. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Fires this one deep middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
He quickly lands on it and prevents the defense from creating a takeaway.